Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant on our channel. So this is a killer variant actually, I would say, and this Sudoku was featured in the recent, round 3 Sudoku GP constructed by Slovakia Author. So there was only one author, Diana Skorova. So I really thank the author for such a wonderful contest. I really enjoyed the contest. I actually didn't solve the Sudoku during the contest, but I solved it leisurely afterwards, and I remember the solve path of the Sudoku. It was really an excellent one. So the Sudoku name is Sum 5 to 15 Sudoku, and we got a viewer request for this Sudoku, and it was one of the highest pointer of that contest. It was a 114, I think. Yeah, 114 pointer Sudoku, a really tough one. So let's see if we are able to crack this Sudoku or not. And before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we will surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku, so classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Apart from that, there are exactly 22 cages in this grid, and the sums in all these cages are between 5 to 15. So exactly every sum is used exactly twice, and the combination of digits for each sum doesn't match or doesn't repeat. So for a 5, so for example for a 6, if I have 2 4, this will never be a 2 4. Of course, according to basic rules also it won't be possible, but if you have a 12 and somewhere 12, the sum of these two numbers and the combination of numbers used for 12 will never be same, right? And digits can repeat within a cage. Of course, in this Sudoku it's not possible because all are 2 cell cages. So of course a digit won't repeat here, and so some of the numbers are already given, and many cages the sum is not given, so you have to find the sum and then solve the Sudoku. Really a difficult one, but a really good idea to this Sudoku, and let's see if we are able to crack this or not. And okay, so let's start solving this Sudoku. This would have to be a 1. Okay, 6 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be on a 6 cage, because 6 has to be here. Okay, and then you have 7 cannot be here, cannot be here, 7 has to be in one of these 3 cells, which means this cell would have to be a 7, and this cell would have to be a 9 because 9 is in one of these 2 cells. 4 and 9 would have to be here, so which means this is 2 and 3, this is 3 and 7, this is 7 and 8, 5 and 8. And that is a 7 here. This is nothing but 2, 3 and 8, right? Yeah, so we have almost solved the whole last 3 boxes, 7, 8 and 9. Let's come to the top. So the moment I saw this Sudoku, I wrote a 5 here. Of course, after a few seconds I wrote a 5 here because there was a really good start logic to this 5. You know that there are exactly 22 cages here, and each sum has 2 cages exactly, and the sum is from 5 to 15, which means you have 2 5 cages, 2 6 cages, 2 7 cages, 2 8 cages, that goes on till 15. And if you add all those cages, the sum is 220. So 5 to 15 added twice gives you 220, and the sum of 5 rows is nothing but 225, 45 into 5. You have just one cell that is not part of the cage, so 225 minus 220 gives you a 5 here. So this cell would have to be a 5. That was a really good start to this Sudoku. So I wrote that 5 here immediately after some calculation, and extremely sorry. Yeah, and with that, okay, we'll again continue this. For this 6, I know that it has to be 2 4 1 5 is not possible, so which means for this 6 it has to be 1 5. Okay, 15 is either 9 6 or 7 8. This has to be 8 7. or 6 and 9. Four cannot be here, cannot be here. Eight cannot be here, cannot be here. Okay. Oh, this is 3, 5 and 9. 9 cannot be here. If it is 3, this would have to be a 4. If it is 5, this would have to be a 2. For this 8, the possibilities are 7, 1, 6, 2, 5, 3. 6, 2 and 5, 3 are not possible. So, this has to be 1 and 7 in any order. We can write that here. So, which means this would have to be a 1. One of the 8s would have to be here. This is either 3 or a 9. For this 10, the only possibility is 3 and 7. 9, 1 is ruled out, 8, 2 is ruled out, 6, 4 is ruled out, 3 and 7. So, this cell is a 5 here. So, 3, 8 and 9, 3, 8 and 9. Okay. For this 12, 3, 9, 8, 4 is not possible, 5, 7, okay, 3, 9 or 5, 7. So, it is 7, 5 or 3, 9, right, okay. Oh, 3 is not possible, so 9 is not possible here, and that gives you a 3, 7 pair here. That's amazing. 3, 7 cannot be here, 3, 7 cannot be here. Oh, sorry. One, 4, 5 and 8. So, both 1, 5 cannot be here. It's a 4, 8 hidden pair here. So, this cell would have to be a 1, 5. This cell cannot be a 3 because that's a nice one. Because if this is a 3, you will have an 8, 9 pair here, and that eliminates both the possibilities for 15. So, this is not a 3, it is either 8 or 9. For the 13, it's either 9, 4, 8, 5 or 7, 6, right? 4, 9, 8, 5 or 6 and 7, okay. This cell cannot be a 7, neither are these cells. This cell cannot be, this cell is not a 7 because you have 3, 7 pair here. None of these cells can be 7. So, one of the 7 would have to be in one of these two cells. Now what I think is 7 cannot be here. That's a really crucial breaking, because I remember this breaking. If 7 is here, you will have a 3 here and you already have a 3 7. You cannot have two same combinations. One more 10 sum cannot have a 3 7 and a 3 7, and it cannot have a 9 also, because you will have a sum as 16. The sum is still only 15. 7 and 9 is also not possible. So which means this cell cannot be a 7. This cell is a 7. That gives you 8 here. Seven is in one of these two cells now. That eliminates 8 from this cell. You get an 8 here. You have a 3 9. So 2 4 and 6. So the other 15 sum can only be 6 and 9, not 8 and 7. But you have to find which that sum is. Two is in one of these two cells. Okay, I'm missing something. I'm not sure. Don't remember that much now. Oh, this cell cannot be a 5, which means this cell cannot be an 8. Okay, I remember something here as well. Three 7 4 2 5. No, if that is 3 4 7, you eliminate all the possibilities from this cell. So this cell cannot be a 3. So if this is a 3, this would have to be a 4, and that is a 7. But that's really, I don't like this kind of logic much. Let's see if there is anything else we can find out. Oh, that 8 gives you a 4 and an 8 here. Sorry, I could have done that. Cannot have a 1. You can still have a 2. The 10 sum is okay. 3 is also possible. Okay, let us see where can you have 1 and 4 in the whole cages, because one of the 5 sums will have to be 1 4, the other 5 sum will have to be 2 3. So where all you can get a 1 4? This is not possible, this is not possible, all of these are gone, because you already have 1 and a 4 here. This is not possible, this is not possible, none of these are possible, neither of these, this is not possible, this is not possible. So one of the 1 4 sum has to be somewhere here, and this cell cannot be a 1, so 1 has to be in one of these 3 cells. Okay, so these 2 cells would have to be a 1, which means either this cell would be a 4 or this cell would be a 4. which means in general where can you have a 4 in these? Okay, you can have 4 in one of these 3 cells. If I have a 4 here, both 1/4 sums are gone, right? This cell cannot be a 4. Again, if I have a 4 here, both 1/4 sums are gone. So the only place for 4 is this cell. So either this cell is a 1 and you get a 4 here, or this cell is a 1. But let's see if there is anything else. I got the logic here, but both the 1/4s can still be here. So if I eliminate 4 from these 2 cells, I only get a 4 here. That gives you a 4 here. Oh yes, no, I get a 4 here, I am sorry. That gives you 4 in one of these 2 cells. I think so this is right, because if this is 3, that is 4 and that is 7, or maybe if this is 3, that is 7 and you get a 4 here, you eliminate all the possibilities. So this has to be a 5 and a 2. I am just going with this logic for now. Let's see if that completes this. 3 and a 2, 9 and a 3, 4 and a 9, you get an 8 and a 4 here. 4 8 is 12, so this is 3 7 or a 5 9. Okay, we have a 9 5 here. So 9 cannot be adjacent to 5 in any of the cages. Either can 1 and 8 be. If this is 1, this cannot be an 8, this would have to be an 8. Okay, come on, this was a really tough one actually, but I could get a 4 here. That actually helps to solve me, because that gives you a 2 and a 4 here. That gives you a 2 here. Let's try that, because we know that 1 and 4 has to be somewhere in these 2 cages. If this is 1, that would be 4. If this is 1, that would be 4. So one of these 2 cells would have to be a 4. That eliminates 4 from all of these 3 cells. So the only possibility of 4 in this box is this cell. That gives you a 2 and a 4 here. That gives you 2 and a 6 here. And amazing. And 3 6 combination can give you a digit here that has to be a 9. That gives you a 5 here, and that gives you a 7 here. That gives you 1 and a 7 here. That gives you 1 here. Wow, amazing. Actually, I'm not sure if that was the solve path, but that is actually helping me solve this really difficult killer variant. That gives you a 1 here, a 5 and a 1 here. Four, okay, 6, 8 and 9. This is a 3 here. 5, 8 and 9. So that is 6 and a 7. That gives you a 3 and a 7. That gives you a 1 here. Four, 8 and 9 in any order. So that gives you a 6 here, 6 here, 3 and 9. So this is not a 9, this would have to be a 3 because 8 cannot sum with a 9. That was not possible already. That is 8 and a 9, 5 and an 8, 3 and a 7. That is 5, 9 and 8, 2 and a 3. 8, 2 and a 3, 2, 3 and a 4. So this is a 4, 2 and a 3. That gives you 8 here. Okay. 4 with 2 is already a combination. So this would have to be a 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 and a 2. Wow. Amazing one. As you could see, this is what a high pointer looks like. It was a 114 pointer Sudoku from Sudoku GP. Amazing Sudoku. Really difficult one. Quite complex logic in between, but really enjoyed it. So thanks to all the viewers who for watching the video. Really enjoyed this Sudoku. Thanks to the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. I hope you all enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.